90 Day Fiancé star Rob Warne had a car accident. Rob Warne's condition is very critical, and he is admitted to the hospital. I will explain everything. Today we're talking about a story that has left 90 Day Fiancé fans around the world in shock. Recently, Rob Warne, a major character from 90 Day Fiancé and its spin-offs, was in a car accident that changed his life. People close to him say he is in critical condition and is in a hospital in Los Angeles. From the accident itself to all the support from fans and other cast members, we will explain everything we know so far in this developing story. Before we continue, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let me introduce Rob Warne. For those who don't know him, Season 10 of 90 Day Fiancé introduced Rob in 2023 as the American man dating British socialite Sophie Sierra. Their relationship had problems with trust, cultural differences, and arguments. Rob was known for being laid back, funny, and sometimes causing drama. He was born in Los Angeles. Viewers were interested in his story from the beginning. He lived in a small apartment in a rough area of Los Angeles, which shocked people when Sophie moved in from the UK. The difference between Rob's lifestyle and Sophie's rich background was quickly noticed by fans. Still, despite their issues, they got married in June 2023 and their beach wedding aired in February 2024. But the marriage didn't last. Rob and Sophie announced they were separating in March 2025 during the recommitment ceremony on 90 Day, the last resort season 2. That moment caused a lot of drama online. Rob has stayed in the spotlight ever since. He joined a new spin-off called 90 Day Hunt for Love on TLC, where he looked for a new relationship after breaking up with Sophie. He also formed a boy band called 90 Day Bad Boys with Josh Weinstein and Jamal Menzies. They released a music video called It Is Going to Be Me, which went viral. Rob seemed to be enjoying life until this tragic accident changed everything. Rob's journey on 90 Day Fiancé has been wild. Fans have followed him through his tough marriage with Sophie and his move into music. But now, something much more serious has happened. Let's look at the details of the accident that has everyone worried. On the evening of June 27, 2025, the crash happened in Los Angeles, California. Reports say Rob Warne was driving on the I-45 highway alone. He was going south when a terrible crash happened. A speeding truck ran a red light and hit Rob's black 2022 Tesla Model 3. Witnesses say Rob's car was completely wrecked and it took about 20 minutes for rescue crews to get him out. The situation was very bad. Paramedics arrived within minutes. Rob was badly injured and unconscious. He was rushed into emergency surgery after being taken to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, one of the top trauma hospitals in the country. The next few hours were critical. People close to Rob said doctors worked nonstop to keep him alive. We still don't have all the details since the investigation is still ongoing. The truck driver, a 42-year-old man from Riverside, California, wasn't hurt and is helping the police. According to the LAPD, they're looking into whether distracted driving or a mechanical issue caused the crash. There's no evidence so far of drugs or alcohol, but we do know Rob has very serious injuries and his condition is stable but still critical. Let's explain what that means. Rob Warne is still in the ICU at Cedars-Sinai as of the latest update. He has multiple broken bones, including a broken femur and ribs, heavy internal bleeding, and a serious head injury. His family posted on his official Instagram, saying that due to the brain damage, doctors put him in a medically induced coma to help his body heal and reduce swelling. He is also on a ventilator to help him breathe. In cases like this, a coma is sometimes used to stop more damage to the brain. Even though it's very serious, this kind of treatment can save lives. His family also asked for privacy and thanked fans for their huge support. They will share updates as Rob's condition changes. The news that Rob is in a coma is heartbreaking. We've seen him smiling, joking, dancing in music videos, and living his life on TV. It's hard to believe he's now in a hospital fighting to stay alive. But the support from the 90 Day Fiancé community has been very emotional. Let's talk about that. After the news spread online, fans and cast members shared prayers and messages. Thousands of people posted their thoughts. The hashtag Pray for Rob is trending on Instagram. One fan wrote, "Rob, you are a fighter. We're all cheering for you. This is heartbreaking. Another said, Rob's energy on the show was great. I'm sending love to his family. Many 90 Day Fiancé co-stars also spoke out. Rob's bandmate Josh Weinstein posted a video on Instagram saying, Rob is like a brother to me. This is so hard. Please pray for him. Jamal Menzies also shared an old photo of the three of them smiling and wrote, Stay strong, Rob. We've got you. Even Rob's ex-wife Sophie Sierra spoke up despite their past. She posted on Instagram, Please pray for Rob. I wouldn't wish this on anyone, no matter what happened between us. TLC, the network behind 90 Day Fiancé, also made a statement. They said, We are very sad to hear about Rob Warne's accident. We send him and his family our best wishes in this hard time. The network also paused filming on 90 Day Hunt for Love, so Rob can recover. The support from the community has been amazing. Fans of 90 Day Fiancé are known for being very passionate, but this show of love proves how much Rob means to people. Some fans even held small candlelight vigils outside the hospital, praying for him. This shows Rob's impact as a person, not just a TV star. But this story is not only about support and the crash. There are also a lot of questions about what happened and what this means for Rob's future. Let's think about that. To understand this situation, we have to look at Rob's life before June 27th. The past year was full of changes for him. After his breakup with Sophie Sierra, Rob started new things. He was seen getting close to a model named Elise Benson while filming 90 Day Hunt for Love. Additionally, he was working on his music career with 90 Day Bad Boys, which seemed to be a passion project for him. But behind the scenes, things were not perfect. Rob had spoken honestly about how his breakup with Sophie affected him emotionally. In an exclusive interview with In Touch Weekly, he said the breakup was very painful, and he even cut off his long hair to symbolize letting go of that time in his life. He was also under a lot of public pressure, with accusations of being harsh and rumors that he strongly denied. Rob said the accusations were false and harmful, while Sophie claimed he was unfaithful and even involved in suspicious activity on OnlyFans. Rob was also dealing with personal losses. In January 2025, he shared that his beloved dog Rome had lymphoma, which deeply upset him. He often posted about Rome and called him his son. Then, in May 2025, he posted an old picture on Instagram to share the sad news that his grandfather had died. These losses, along with the stress of being in the public eye, showed that Rob was under a lot of pressure. Now, I'm not saying that stress caused the accident. There's no proof. But it's hard to ignore that Rob had a lot going on. His breakup, family losses, and media drama could have left him feeling overwhelmed or distracted. It's something to think about, even if it didn't lead to the crash. Rob's life has been full of ups and downs, and this accident is a reminder of how fast things can change. Now let's talk about what's next. Rob's medical recovery will be long and hard. Brain injuries like his can lead to memory loss and physical problems that last a long time. Since Rob is in a medically induced coma, doctors are doing everything they can to give him the best chance to survive. If he makes it through this critical stage, he will still need a lot of time to heal from internal injuries and broken bones. From a legal point of view, there may be issues of responsibility. If the truck driver is found to be at fault, Rob's family might file a lawsuit for damages, especially because Rob's injuries are so serious that there's also the matter of insurance. Both Rob's and the truck driver's policies will likely be looked at. It's too early to say, but if negligence is proven, criminal charges might also be considered. This makes things more complicated. A car crash like this is not just a medical emergency. It's also a financial and legal problem. On top of everything else Rob's family is facing, they now have to deal with hospital bills, possible court issues, and the unknown future of Rob's health. Even without being famous, that's a lot for anyone to handle. But one thing is clear, Rob's strength is something we've seen before on 90 Day Fiancé. He's someone who can get through this. This accident also brings up bigger questions about the cost of being a reality TV star. Rob Warne is not the first person to go through serious struggles in the public eye. From the 2022 death of Adrielle, the baby of Annie Francisco and Robert Springs, to David Murphy's death in 2025, there was also dealing with personal losses. In January 2025, he shared that his beloved dog Rome had lymphoma, which deeply upset him. He often posted about Rome and called him his son. Then, in May 2025, he posted an old picture on Instagram to share the sad news that his grandfather had died. These losses, along with the stress of being in the public eye, showed that Rob was under a lot of pressure. Now, I'm not saying that stress caused the accident. There's no proof. But it's hard to ignore that Rob had a lot going on. His breakup, family losses, and media drama could have left him feeling overwhelmed or distracted. It's something to think about, even if it didn't lead to the crash. Rob's life has been full of ups and downs, and this accident is a reminder of how fast things can change. Now let's talk about what's next. Rob's medical recovery will be long and hard. Brain injuries like his can lead to memory loss and physical problems that last a long time. Since Rob is in a medically induced coma, doctors are doing everything they can to give him the best chance to survive. If he makes it through this critical stage, he will still need a lot of time to heal from internal injuries and broken bones. From a legal point of view, there may be issues of responsibility. If the truck driver is found to be at fault, Rob's family might file a lawsuit for damages, especially because Rob's injuries are so serious. There's also the matter of insurance. Both Rob's and the truck driver's policies will likely be looked at. It's too early to say. But if negligence is proven, criminal charges might also be considered. This makes things more complicated. A car crash like this is not just a medical emergency. It's also a financial and legal problem. On top of everything else Rob's family is facing, they now have to deal with hospital bills, possible court issues, and the unknown future of Rob's health. Even without being famous, that's a lot for anyone to handle. But one thing is clear. Rob's strength is something we've seen before on 90 Day Fiancé. He's someone who can get through this. This accident also brings up bigger questions about the cost of being a reality TV star. Rob Warne is not the first person to go through serious struggles in the public eye. From the 2022 death of Adrielle, the baby of Annie Francisco and Robert Springs, to David Murphy's death in 2025, the 90 Day Fiancé world has had its share of sad moments. Fame can bring a lot of pressure, hate, and nonstop attention. Rob has been open about how hard fame can be. He's been targeted with rumors, online hate, and even a past arrest from 2007 that came up again during the show. Facing that kind of pressure isn't easy, even if he denied many of the claims. Rob clearly had a lot on his shoulders, especially after all the personal loss. This should be a time for fans to reflect. While we enjoy the drama on 90 Day Fiancé, the fights, the breakups, the shocking moments, these are real people living real lives. Rob's accident reminds us that behind the scenes, these are humans, not just reality TV characters. Maybe it's time to show more kindness to Rob and others in the spotlight. So what's next for Rob Warne? Right now, his recovery is the top priority. It will take time and the right care, but doctors are hopeful he will improve. To help pay for medical bills, his family started a GoFundMe, and fans have already donated thousands. This shows the power of community support. As for Rob's career, it's not clear what will happen with 90 Day Hunt for Love or his music. TLC has promised to update fans, but for now, production is on pause. In a recent interview, Rob's bandmate Josh Weinstein said, "Rob's a fighter," and promised they would continue the 90 Day Bad Boys band when Rob returns. I want to end with some hope. Whether it was his marriage, public backlash, or personal grief, Rob Warne has always come back strong. This accident is the toughest battle he's faced. But if we know one thing about him, it's that he doesn't give up. Let's all send positive energy, hope for a miracle, and keep him in our thoughts. You can join the conversation online by using hashtag #PrayForRob to show your support. Most importantly, keep Rob in your prayers or send good thoughts. Let's show him the 90 Day Fiancé community is behind him all the way. More update. Rob posts a concerning photo wearing nasal cannula. Fans wonder what's wrong. And are Rob and Sophie from 90 Day Fiancé still together? I will explain everything. 90 Day Fiancé. Rob introduced a new girlfriend. Who is he dating? Returning from 90 Day Fiancé are two of the show's most popular names. The spin-off series Hunt for Love brings Rob and Chantel back to reality TV. Fans were hoping they'd find love again after their tough breakups. Rob had only been married to Sophie for a short time. Viewers saw everything play out on the show. Pedro and Chantel's divorce was public. The family Chantel followed their troubled marriage over several seasons until it ended. Sophie broke up with Rob on national TV during The Last Resort. Both of them joined Hunt for Love hoping to start fresh, but they haven't been shown getting close yet. Is that Chantel though? Rumors say she might be Rob's new partner. Fans have been watching 90 Day Fiancé, Hunt for Love for a while now. The whole cast is trying to find new relationships, and things are getting interesting. So far, Rob and Chantel have mostly stayed single. Rob's crush on Elise didn't work out. Chantel had trouble getting dates at first. After her 5-year marriage, she admitted she wasn't ready to date. She's seen working with dating coaches and went on a date with a 25-year-old named Joe. Rob, on the other hand, has been busy with other things. After Elise, he moved on to Jennifer Tarza. They quickly got married, and now there are rumors they're not even sleeping together. Chantel and Rob, however, have not yet talked. The 90 Day Fiancé community was shocked by the sudden wave of new updates online. Rob and Chantel were seen together at a red carpet event for Hunt for Love. In one of the photos, Rob had his hand around Chantel's waist. Fans went wild over this pose. Many people wondered if Rob had just proposed to Chantel. There were a lot of rumors about their relationship on Reddit. One fan commented, "Did they actually stay together?" It seemed strange since they hadn't been shown interacting on the show. But everyone wanted inside info. Was a secret romance happening off camera? But that's not true. They're not dating. Multiple sources confirmed that Rob and Chantel are just friends. They posed that way only to promote the show and get fans excited, and fans later figured it out. So, the woman in the photo wasn't Rob's new girlfriend, despite what people thought. The goal was simply to grab attention in the media. People hoping for a real romance between them will have to wait. Rob posted a concerning photo wearing a nasal cannula. Fans wondered what was wrong. Rob, star of 90 Day Fiancé, is always in the headlines. His dating life and his time on Hunt for Love are constant topics. He first appeared on the show with his now ex-wife Sophie. They're no longer together, but their breakup is still a hot topic. Sophie keeps sharing things on social media about Rob's sexuality and other private matters. She even tried to kiss Rob at a recent event and fans saw it. But Rob lowered his head and walked away. Sophie later said that Rob had his girlfriend with him, and the moment clearly upset him. Then, Rob posted an Instagram story but quickly deleted it. In the photo, he was in a hospital bed and wearing a nasal cannula. His loyal fans were very worried when they saw the photo. When fans saw Rob and Chantel getting close on the red carpet for Hunt for Love, they freaked out. One photo of Rob with his arm around Chantel's waist made people believe they were a couple. Many Reddit users asked, are they dating now? It was strange because they hadn't even interacted on screen, which made fans even more curious. But insiders quickly denied the rumors, saying Rob and Chantel are not dating. They only posed like that to promote the show and create buzz. Rob wasn't introducing a new girlfriend. It was just for publicity. On the other hand, Sophie recently hinted that Rob is seeing someone and has even been going to events with his new fiancé. Rob has always been very active on social media, often keeping fans updated about his life. But a recent photo got fans really concerned. It was a selfie where Rob looked like he was in medical clothes. He was wearing a hospital gown, the typical blue kind used during surgery or medical treatment, and he had a nasal cannula on. He looked serious in the photo, which made fans even more worried. Just 2 minutes after fans started asking about his health, Rob deleted the photo. But some fans took screenshots and shared them on other platforms like Reddit and Facebook. People started guessing what might be wrong and asked if anyone knew what kind of procedure he had. One person suggested he was just at the dentist. Some others agreed. Some fans even questioned why he'd need a nasal cannula just for a dental appointment. A few noticed he had on a dental bib, so another fan guessed he might have been getting nitrous oxide. One follower said Rob had mentioned the dentist in an earlier Instagram story. Many fans had their own theories, but Rob hasn't confirmed anything yet. Some even claimed the photo was fake and said it looked like AI made it. Still, there's no real proof behind any of these claims. Are Rob and Sophie from 90 Day Fiancé still together? For years, 90 Day Fiancé on TLC has shown the tough challenges and emotions that couples face when trying to build relationships across different countries. Rob Warne and Sophie Sierra were introduced in season 10. They had a rocky relationship while thinking about marriage. They returned in season 8 of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, where they talked about their marriage and shared the ups and downs they had faced. Rob and Sophie first met on Instagram. Sophie lived in the UK and Rob was a model and actor in Los Angeles, California. Even with the long distance, they fell in love online. After a while, Rob agreed to go forward with Sophie's K-1 visa. But when Sophie arrived in the US, she was surprised and a little disappointed with Rob's small apartment, which he called humble. Things got worse when Sophie found out Rob had been having sexual chats with other women before she moved in. Rob denied cheating. Still, in June 2023, they got married, even with all the early problems. One special moment was when Sophie's mom gave her blessing at the wedding. But married life wasn't smooth. They had lots of fights and arguments. Sophie found it hard to adjust to Rob's way of life. They moved to Austin, Texas, hoping to start fresh and improve things. But more problems came up after the move, and it didn't bring the peace they hoped for. After the wedding, Rob and Sophie kept quiet about their relationship status, but rumors kept going. Sophie was said to be staying with a friend not long after they moved to Austin. She reportedly left because of the ongoing trust issues, including Rob's past online chats with other women and their frequent fights. At the end of the year, they confirmed they had broken up and were no longer together. But Rob shared more details in May 2025. He spoke openly and gave fans more information. He said they had tried therapy to save the marriage. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Rob said they had a short fling after breaking up, but he made it clear the divorce is final. It looked like both Rob and Sophie were serious about moving on. Even though they hadn't filed for divorce yet, Rob was getting a lawyer and Sophie had contacted one too. Their relationship has always been on and off and pretty messy, so it's fair to wonder if they might ever get back together. But this time, it seems like they're truly ready to divorce, especially with the emotional distance and honesty in their recent statements. Sophie Sierra has been doing well in the US on her own since the breakup with Rob. She's now popular as an OnlyFans model and recently started her own online business called Sophie Sierra Business, which sells waist trainers and workout clothes. Besides running a business, she's also well known as a reality TV star and a Fashion Nova ambassador. Since 2025, she's been traveling a lot around the US for both fun and work, including a vacation to the Caribbean. Her confident and stylish attitude keeps attracting more fans. There have been rumors that she's dating reality star Pedro Gino, but neither of them has said anything about it. It looks like Sophie is enjoying her new single life and success, focusing on her career and happiness. Rob Warne, a model and digital artist based in Los Angeles, is also building his online presence. He became well known from his appearances with Sophie on reality TV in seasons 2 and 1 of 90 Day The Last Resort and 90 Day Hunt for Love. He has over 195,000 followers on Instagram and a strong following on TikTok and Snapchat, where he regularly posts updates about his life and creative work. Whether it's lifestyle videos or short clips, Rob stays active in the digital and entertainment world. Rob Warne gives a vague reply to Sophie Sierra's abuse claims. Rob, who was in The Last Resort on 90 Days, is now sharing his side of the story after Sophie made serious accusations. Sophie claimed Rob hit her. She said he pushed her into a table while she was trying to break up with him because she was scared of him. She even posted a personal photo of her injury on Instagram. Sophie also shared voice recordings saying Rob threw things at her and tossed out all her stuff during a fit of rage. People started hearing about Sophie's claims when she went on a rant in her Instagram stories. Rob reacted by posting to his own Instagram story. But unlike Sophie's detailed posts, Rob gave a short and cold reply. He said, "Don't believe everything you hear, and trust only half of what you see. What a terrible show," and gave a smirk. Season 2 of 90 Days. The last resort shows that Rob and Sophie's problems were deeper than people first thought. They went to a one-week marriage retreat in Arizona with other cast members because their relationship had gotten so bad. Rob and Sophie hoped the team of experts could help them work through all their problems. But is that even possible? It seems like cheating and constant fights have pushed them too far apart to fix things. Still, Rob once hoped they could save the relationship. In November 2024, Rob told his Instagram followers how filming the second season of the spin-off helped him reflect on everything. He admitted his marriage to Sophie had been rough, but he was still willing to try again. He wrote, "Only people who really care about marriage can understand why we keep trying even after everything." He said that marriage is worth fighting for. The couple still had time left in the season to make a final choice. They could try again or finally go their separate ways. They would have one last chance to recommit during the season finale or choose to divorce for good. No more news today. What do you think about today's gossip? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.